What's happening,
Yeah, what's up, man?
Oh, dude.
Thanks again for that weight belt, man.
Dude, you fucking rock. Man.
Yeah, sure. Dude. Have a good second dive, man. Hopefully you guys enjoy it.
Dude, you guys are sick, man. For real.
Thanks, man.
You for everything you do.
Yeah. Whoa, that's pretty cool, baby. Where'd you find that?
This.
Oh, in the garden?
Yeah.
Nice, baby. How's it going, everyone? It's a nice day out here. Nice end of May day. It is my birthday. I'm 32 years old. I'm getting up there. I'm waiting for Natasha and her husband. We're gonna drive out to Nanoose, back to Moorcroft, and explore further. Love that little spot. Really nice for a local Nanaimo dive here, close to home. Ashraf with Diving Sports, he hooked me up with a suit, so I'm diving in my birthday suit today. It's a Cressi 5mm. I'm bad at pronouncing these names, but Lampuga, or Lampuga, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a really beautiful suit, awesome pattern. I love my Cressi Sepia. It's my favorite suit I've had yet, so I'm really excited to try this one. 5mm would do on the east side of Vancouver Island, around Vancouver, Sunshine Coast. However, when you get to the west coast of the island, I find the water's still pretty cold. So 7mm would still be your best bet. Depends on who you are though. A lot of people experience cold differently. I like being a bit more warm. If I get cold, I can flush the suit out. But there's definitely some advantages to 5mm. Less weight on your belt, more expansion of your chest, more flexibility. So if you got the budget, having a 7mm and a 5mm suit is the way to do it. I'm gonna use the 5mm today and probably throughout the summer for the most part. But the odd dive, I might still bust out that 7mm. Natasha and her husband should be here any minute, and we'll be jumping in the car, getting out there together, carpooling today.
Whoa! Look at that!
It's a bee, Sayla?
Bee!
Yeah.
Bee honey!
Exactly. We all cruised down to Moorcroft Regional Park, met up with Jenna, and hiked down to the shore. It was nice to finally have some sunlight. I used to do this when I was younger. Play around with them. I think my dad got bit before. Those are pretty cool.
I've had him striking on my feet.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, buddy. Don't bite me, please. He's like, why am I up in the air? That's pretty cool. I haven't done that since I was like 5. You wanna go in the sun, man? I'll get you in the sun, alright? Yeah, there you go, buddy. There you go. We just got down here. The visibility is looking really good, so that's exciting. Last time I was here was good in the shallower water, but kind of murked up in the deeper water. Usually it's the opposite, but 180 that day. I put a group invite out on the BC Freediving and Spearfishing group. Surprisingly, didn't have much of a response, but I'd like to do some of these group dives here in the summer as well. This is an awesome spot. Everyone bring their family down, have a big old picnic and dive, and maybe a little cookout and stuff after. So stay tuned for that. I'm looking forward to the weather finally warming up. The new suit fit like a glove. Thanks again, Diving Sports. The visibility was pretty poor, the worst I've seen at this spot for that matter, and the current was pulling pretty good. I found a nice wall starting around 10 meters, but trying to find its location from the surface was proving to be a challenge. I was wasting a lot of energy at the surface, trying to stay in position, and also a lot of energy at depth, trying to find the wall. Diving around the PNW presents many challenges people around the world don't have to deal with. But hey, if you can learn to free dive in British Columbia, you'll be able to dive anywhere. We don't have many sharks though. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. When I got to the bottom, I thought I saw a Puget Sound king crab, but it turned out just to be a molt. Unfortunately, the exoskeleton disintegrated as I brought it to the surface. It was still my first one I've spotted in a noose. I actually saw 2 on this dive. I'll definitely be keeping a keen eye out going forward. We didn't stay out diving for too long. Most of the time in the water was spent swimming a distance down the coast to explore new areas. We still saw some neat stuff, and I was able to remove a piece of trash or 2 from the ocean, some of which will be repurposed. That was a pretty fun dive. Didn't see anything worth writing home about, minus the snake that I saw on shore. That was really cool. That was actually the highlight. And then those Puget Sound King crab malts. Cool to know they're in this area. But yeah, gonna probably go home, have a relaxing night, cook up some fish that I caught last week. And then tomorrow, Cal and I, we're gonna go look for some crab and maybe do some clamming, some more seafood.
What's this?
It's dead fish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fish, buddy. It's only fish, man. You don't need to be scared. All right, everybody, day 2. I got Cal coming here right now. He's gonna come pick me up. ICBC, they have a new policy. You have to book a appointment to get your driver's license renewed. I wasn't aware of that. I guess it's been policy for the last 2 years. I went in there and they would not let me get my license, so I'm left this weekend without a vehicle. So luckily, Cal, yeah, he's being a good guy, coming to grab me. Gonna go look for some Dungeness. I've never found a keeper in the Nanaimo area, so hopefully we can change that today. I'll let Jasmine feast out. She's let me dive 2 times in a row, which is great. Nice-ish weather, not a beautiful day, probably not seasonably warm, but at least it's not raining. Doesn't seem too windy out. So we should have some luck. Cards are in our favor. I've also been keeping my fish carcasses in the freezer, and then if I go crabbing, I'll bring them with me. It works great to bring the crab out of the sands, so they're easier to spot. The other advantage is I don't like pulling all that nutrients out of the ocean. You know, I take the meat, eat it, but all this fish could also go to sea creatures like crab and, you know, starfish, etc. So at least that's going to be back in the ocean today. I got one more gadget to show off, the Nanoose catch bag. I think I showed everyone this on that Banfield trip. I'm going to try this out today for crabs. Again, super easy to open and close one-handed. A little bit of mesh there to allow the water to transfer through. And yeah, great product. Bye, family. Have a good day.
No.
No? Bye, guys. Bye, Sayla. Bye, Reef. What's up, man? Oh man, I can't wait until my kids are old enough to dive with me. Can't park here, sir.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
Yeah.
Yo, Luca, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, I'm Cal.
Cal?
Yeah.
Brian.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, buddy, it's Luca. Hey, Luca. Dive dog.
Chris Vandermeer also joined up. We had a pretty solid crew. Somehow, the visibility managed to get even worse. Oh well, at least it was only a crab dive. I have a pretty hands-free setup for crabbing. I carabiner my bag to my lanyard from my dive torch, which allows me to use one hand for filming and one hand for crabbing. If I see a crab, I can open up my bag one-handed and throw it right in. When you secure anything to your body, redundancy is important. If my bag gets snagged, I can unclip the carabiner, remove my torch, or cut the lanyard with my knife. 10 feet of water or 100 feet of water, it won't make a difference if you're stuck on the bottom. We got in and out quickly, but had some great success. Next stop, clamming, but not here. The visibility out there wasn't great, but it was workable. We dove in the shallows, you know, maybe pushing 10 feet at tops, and looked around for some crab. I ended up with 3 Dungeness. The other guys, I think, got their limit, so we did pretty good. Cal and I were gonna go look around for some clams, little clams, bivalves. We're opening some of these regions, so we're gonna grab those today and probably cook them tomorrow. You gotta let them purge themselves of sand before they're edible. But yeah, adventure's not over yet. Fun doing some new stuff around here. Oh yeah, also met a guy named Lucas here. Really nice guy. He watches my YouTube videos. Thanks for the support, man. And he lent Brian a weight belt. Brian forgot his, so he made his day. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to dive. So thanks again, Lucas. Nice to meet you. And thanks for the belt.
Thanks again, Chris.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Like always, good
Every dive is always good, even if you can't see your fingertips. And, dude, it was hilarious, actually. It was so murky, I couldn't tell which way was down, and I kept swimming down on these really open angles. I'd be like, doesn't feel like I'm getting deeper.
yeah.
Anyways, that was really funny. But yeah, it was fun, man. Thanks.
Cool.
Good to connect again. And
Definitely.
what's the boat? Oh, it's a Delos shirt.
Yeah, it's Fidelis, man. You know.
Some of the guys who...
You know how I roll, man. Cal took me to one of his childhood clamming spots. This beach was something else. I'll definitely have to come back with the kids. Just got to the spot. Super scenic, really nice, beautiful beach. It's crazy the amount of coastline around Vancouver Island. Pretty much from Campbell River to Nanaimo is all sandy minus Nanoose Bay. So you get a lot of these tidal flats, nice swimming locations. Not really too much for diving, but the climbing is good. Just have to find a spot that's open. Around here, bivalves are open for some species. We will go and hopefully find a bunch. Really excited. I haven't clammed since I was like 8 years old or 9 years old. It's been a long time. Harvesting bivalves can be intimidating. First step is to find the area you plan to harvest from. From there, pin down the sub area. We were in area 14-4. Each sub area could contain a sanitary closure. These are areas within a sub area that contain contaminated shellfish due to industrial activity or sewage outflows. You'll need to check the open species table, find out your limits, and ensure you read all the applicable restrictions. We were looking for Manila and little neck clams that must measure a minimum length of 35 millimeters. Both Manila and little neck clam have a daily limit of 60. However, your combined daily limit of all clam must also not exceed 60. Going real good out here. A lot of clams. Look at that. Nice sustainable way to harvest your food. Come out here, dig in a few inches of sand, and boom, some clams to bring home. This is fun. It's really good clamming out here. Gonna go look for an oyster or two. Just digging through the sand. Reminds me of those childhood memories playing out at Centennial Beach in Tsawwassen. This is very similar coastline, very similar structure, big sandbags. Yeah, look at that. Some oysters right here. I'm gonna try those tonight as well, cook them on the barbecue. I got no experience oyster harvesting. I just know they're open here. So I'm comfortable enough to try these. I won't eat them raw, I'll probably cook them up in the oven or the barbecue. Pacific oyster have a limit of 12. To avoid harvesting Olympia oyster, which are closed, you should not harvest any oyster less than 5 centimeters in diameter. Or maybe not a limit, but we get definitely more than enough. And I got also these off the rocks. A bit of a mission there, but just with that trowel, smash them off. Just throw them in there, man. That work? Yep. Cool. What a great day. We got our clams, we got our crab, and we got our oysters. Gonna cook up that black rockfish and make some tacos. Big old seafood feast. Oh, you can take either one, man.
Okay. Well, that one's got all your oysters, so you might as well take that one.
Oh yeah, nice. Cal's dad is super creative. He makes a bunch of planters, but check this out. That's amazing. Nice octopus. That's actually super, super creative. Good job, Cal's dad. There's the crab catch today. I'll go 1, 2, oh yeah, and 3. Again, Ken, your bag worked awesome, immenso. Thanks again. Sweet piece of dive gear. Want to touch him?
Just the top, not his claws.
Look.
Look, Zaya, look. Mommy, do it. Look.
Aww.
Look, just touch the top.
Want to try touching him?
Hi. Say hi. He's like, you touched.
What's up, bud? You gonna eat some crab tonight? We're pretty new to the clamming game. We put this in there maybe, I don't know what, half hour, 45 minutes
40
ago?
minutes?
Yeah, and they're spitting out a lot of gunk already. So we were told to do this, and then rinse, and then repeat. And by tomorrow...
See, this guy has his eyes out.
Yeah. By tomorrow they should be alright to eat. Maybe even tonight, but I'll probably just cook them tomorrow. Jasmine tried something different for a change. She boiled the crab up with sea salt and Old Bay seasoning. Dungeness have been screwing my stomach up lately, so I've been taking a little break.
They're kind of like marinating in egg and spices.
And for the record, that's for our fish tacos, black rockfish. I think they're Cabezon Cab and black rockfish?
Yeah.
Natasha hooked us up with some of her farm eggs again, and we seasoned the fish with garlic salt, Old Bay seasoning, and pepper. Then we coated the fish with panko breadcrumbs and fried them up to perfection. Golden brown goodness. Thank you, fish, for providing for our family. Thanks to the crab and clams too.
Fish nuggets and crab. Your favorite.
Do you like the crab?
Yum. Is it fish? He's so good.
I don't think he tried the fish. He's trying
Yeah,
to
bite.
How's the panko, man? Is panko good? Ooh, he's like, oh
That's
yeah.
the good stuff.
I need some of that for sure.
Yeah.
We're not overly fancy, but you know, nice little fish taco. I think there's some cabezon and black rockfish in there. What's your better, Chaz?
It's good, but it's definitely better without the seasoning. The fish is really good seasoned with base seasoning, but I'm not a big fan of the crab with base seasoning. Stick with butter.
Stick with butter and garlic. They're classic. We purged the clams of sand and kept them cool in the fridge overnight. Don't leave them in water or they'll consume all the oxygen and suffocate. Diced onion, minced garlic, and a little olive oil, 1 bottle of wine, and moments later, yum. Oh, opening up, look at that. Looking delicious. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna have to do this again. I'm a complete amateur when it comes to oysters, but these things are turning out awesome. I ate one already. Let's get some butter and some of the seasoning salt. Thanks Ethan for hooking that up a while ago. And some cheese, mozzarella. Oh, they're so delicious. This is a whole new avenue that I'm really excited to explore. Don't forget to like and comment. The algorithm loves the engagement. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Peace and love, everybody.